Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Gargi Raut. Our top story: there was an uproar in Parliament today over the inhumane process of deportation of the 104 Indians from the United States. This after it was revealed that they were shackled during the 40-hour flight on a military plane. The opposition asked the government what it was doing to ensure decent treatment of the deportees. External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar, however, played it down, arguing that placing deportees under restraints was a part of the standard operating procedure the US had been following since 2012. Instead, he said the government would crack down on the illegal migration industry.
A day after 104 illegal migrants were sent back to India by the United States, outrage in Lok Sabha, with the opposition attacking the government over the allegedly inhuman conditions under which they were deported, asking the government to set the record straight. But after disruptions and adjournments in both houses, Foreign Minister S Jaishankar did reply. It did little to pacify the protesting MPs.
We were the people who verified the nationality. We were the people who gave the aircraft clearance for the flight to make out as though this is something which is a new issue. This is an issue which was happening earlier. How did they go to America? Who was the agent? How did this illegal industry happen? How can we take precautions so that this does not continue? We have been very, I would say, such sympathetic and solicitous to the predicament of people going.
मजबूरन पत्नी के गहने रहन करके एक एकड़ जमीन बेचकर अपना मकान गिरवी रखकर ये लोग वहां गए.
So I very carefully listened to the Honorable Minister's statement. What baffles me is that the Minister seemed more focused on defending the US deportation policies than the interest of our own citizens.
Earlier in the day, Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi, Manikam Tagore and Renuka Chaudhary moved adjournment motions to discuss the deportations in Parliament. The opposition also held protests outside the Parliament.
भारतीयों को दासों की तरह बेड़ियों में जकड़कर अमानवीय परिस्थितियों में भारत भेजा गया. हमारा विदेश मंत्रालय क्या कर रहा था और क्या कर रहा है आज?
The manner in which the US did what they did was really unacceptable. But the manner in which it was done, in handcuffs, squeezed into a military aircraft, in such an abrupt manner, that is not acceptable.
क्या हम अपना जहाज नहीं भेज सकते थे उनको लेने के लिए?
Those who have...
The Indian government is now in the unenviable position of having to defend itself in the face of United States laws which mandate the use of restraint on deputies. What's adding fuel to the fire is the video released by the United States Border Agency, which shows Indians boarding a plane from the United States in chains and handcuffs. With Aishwarya Jain, Bureau Report, NDTV.
Now, the centre is mulling a new law for migrants to ensure safety, as many take dangerous routes after paying a huge amount to touts. Ghazali with the details.
Already we have a law, Immigration Act of 1983, which ensures the protection and safety of our workers who work in foreign countries, and the data in the Parliament which is submitted last year by Minister of State for External Affairs Ministry, Mr. Kirti Vardhan Singh, suggests that around 15 million Indians are working in foreign countries. Now, the law which is in place since in 1983, this act has needs to be amended because the immigration laws in different countries are changing, and that is why MEA, in consultation with other ministries, has submitted to the Parliamentary Standing Committee that we need some amendments in the law or a new law named as Overseas Mobility, Facilitation and Welfare Bill 2024. That the work is still on. It basically focuses on the safety and protection of our workers, because the entire idea came up after we reported that how Indian workers were killed in a fire incident in Kuwait last year, on which Indian Prime Minister and other ministers had expressed their condolences as well. And from there onwards, this entire idea came up that we need a new law to ensure the safety of our workers who are our Indians who are working in foreign countries, but it will take at least 12 months before the final shape of the law takes place.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today tore into the Congress over several issues during his reply to the vote of thanks. He said the Congress rejected suggestions by the Constitution's architect, B.R. Ambedkar, because they did not like him. He also criticized the Congress over the emergency. The opposition later criticized the Prime Minister's address, saying that he strayed from real issues.
बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर के साथ कांग्रेस को कितनी नफरत रही थी, उनके प्रति कितना गुस्सा था, और किसी भी हालत में बाबा साहब की हर बात के प्रति कांग्रेस चिढ़ जाती थी। और इसके सारे दस्तावेज मौजूद है। और इस गुस्से को दो बार बाबा साहब को चुनाव में पराजित करने के लिए क्या कुछ नहीं किया गया। कभी भी बाबा साहब को भारत रत्न योग्य नहीं समझा गया। कांग्रेस को जय भीम बोलना पड़ रहा है, उनका मुंह सूख जाता है। आजादी के तुरंत बाद ही संविधान निर्माताओं की भावनाओं की धज्जियां उड़ा दी थी। फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच को कुचला, अखबारों पर, प्रेस पर लगाम लगाई। कविता गाने मात्र के गुने में नेहरू जी ने देश के एक महान कवि को जेल में ठूस दिया। देवानंद जी की सभी फिल्मों को प्रतिबंधित कर दिया गया। कांग्रेस के मॉडल में सर्वोपरि है फैमिली फर्स्ट। 2014 के बाद देश ने हमें सेवा करने का अवसर दिया। दूसरी बार, तीसरी बार हमें सेवा करने का मॉडल बनाती है। इसका कारण देश की जनता ने हमारे विकास के मॉडल को परखा है, समझा है और समर्थन दिया है। और हमारा ये विकास का मॉडल को अगर मुझे एक शब्द में कहना है तो मैं ये कहूंगा, नेशन फर्स्ट।
मेरे साथ राज्यसभा में विपक्ष के उपनेता और कांग्रेस के सांसद प्रमोद तिवारी हैं। प्रधानमंत्री ने आपके सवाल जो आपने रखे थे, क्या आपको उनका जवाब मिला प्रधानमंत्री के भाषण में?
प्रधानमंत्री जी आज राष्ट्रपति का भाषण तो कुछ बोले ही। मैंने इतना थका हुआ, निराशा से भरा हुआ, ऐसा इर्रेलेवेंट कभी भी इन्हीं मोदी जी का प्रधानमंत्री के रूप में बयान। लगता है उन्हें एक नैराश्य की भावना आ गई है, हार की भावना आ गई है, थक गए हैं और आज वो एक बात भी नहीं कह पाए कि हम क्या करने जा रहे हैं।
तो क्या सवाल थे जी आप चाहते थे कि प्रधानमंत्री जवाब
वो हमने अमेंडमेंट के रूप में दिया था।
क्या क्या सवाल थे, एक उदाहरण के लिए?
महंगाई कैसे कम करेंगे आप, गरीबी कैसे हटाएंगे, ये अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट जो रिकॉर्ड तोड़ रहा कैसे करेंगे, डॉलर की बढ़ती हुई कीमत कैसे रोकेंगे आप, जो भारतीयों पे खास तौर से हमारी माइनॉरिटी के लोगों को जो अत्याचार हो रहे हैं कुछ देशों में, उस पर क्या करेंगे। चुप प्रधानमंत्री। क्या प्रधानमंत्री एक शब्द बोले जो अमेरिका से आज लाद के लाए गए, बेइज्जत करके, अपमानित करके? तो प्रधानमंत्री बिल्कुल आज निराशा की भाव में डूबे।
देखिए, राष्ट्रपति के भाषण के ऊपर प्रधानमंत्री ने जो बातें रखी आज राज्यसभा में, मुझे दुख है कि असली मुद्दों से हटकर उन्होंने इधर उधर की बात की। आज महंगाई जिस तरह बढ़ रही है, बेरोजगारी से जिस तरह हमारे देश के युवा तड़प रहे हैं, उन पर एक शब्द नहीं बोले। विकसित भारत क्या है, उसका विश्लेषण क्या है? कोई जानता है क्या कि यहाँ तक जीडीपी पहुंचेगी तो हम विकसित भारत होंगे, या इतनी नौकरियां मिलेंगी तो हम विकसित भारत? किसी को पता ही नहीं है विकसित भारत क्या है। हर बजट में वो एक नया नामकरण करते हैं और फिर उसको अगले साल भूल जाते हैं।
Will the BJP's drought in Delhi end on Saturday? Exit polls from more well-known pollsters in Delhi were released today. Access My India and See Voter among them, and all three predict BJP's Delhi Vapsi. Today's Chanakya, Axis My India, CNX, all released Thursday evening, predict a return to power for the BJP in the national capital after 1998. Health warnings, of course. Exit polls have often got it wrong. Neither of the three, though, has any expectations from the Congress, who they've given either 1 or 0. AAP, however, dismissed the exit poll, saying many people did not reveal their vote out of fear.
No, we don't believe in all these predictions. There are various reasons. If you allow me for 2 minutes, I'll give all the reasons. Number one is that whenever the public decides to uproot the incumbent government or the party, then the votes polls increases significantly. The number increases significantly, which did not happen this time. Rather, the number of votes polled decreased this time. Number two, our voters are majorly women, and they are silent voters because they really benefited with beneficial policies of Kejriwalji. They saved a lot while running their household affairs with all the so-called freebies, like with free bijli, free pani, and free bus rides and all. And definitely, they don't want to lose all those benefits, but they don't say that they are going to vote for Kejriwalji. Women are discreet by nature. They don't even tell to their husband that for whom they are going to vote for. And they are silent. And secondly, people are scared also because of BJP. They say that we are going to, I have been on the ground and people were telling me that we are going to vote for you, but we are scared of BJP. They will put us behind the bars and all.
The Supreme Court pulled up the Tamil Nadu governor, questioning R.N. Ravi's decision to stall bills for assent that the state assembly had passed, expressing concerns and asking why it took him 3 years to find issues in the bill. The standoff between the Tamil Nadu governor and the DMK-led government over clearing bills first reached the Supreme Court in 2023, where the state government told the top court that the governor had referred 10 bills readopted by the assembly to President Draupadi Murmu. The Supreme Court again expressed concerns and has framed several questions to the governor. With that, time for us to slip into a short break. More news on the other side. A twin-seater Mirage 2000 fighter aircraft crashed near Shivpuri in Madhya Pradesh while it was on a routine training sortie. According to reports, the aircraft is suspected to have suffered a technical malfunction leading to the crash. A court of inquiry has been ordered to determine the exact cause of this incident, is what the statement said. The Mirage 2000, a multi-role fighter aircraft, has been a crucial part of the Indian Air Force and has played a significant role in various operations, though concerns do remain over the safety of the aging fighter jets.
We have very little info coming from Gwalior as of now. This incident has happened in Gwalior, where a fighter jet has crashed. The aircraft went down on the outskirts of the city, and fortunately there have been no reports of civilian casualties. And the details about the pilot's conditions are yet to be disclosed, but the locals there are saying that he's safe, and all the defense officials as well as the senior officials have reached the crash site to assess the situation. Last year in November also, a MiG-29 fighter jet was crashed there in Gwalior. This incident has happened in Bhaisa village, which is located between Karera and Bhitarwar in Gwalior district. The locals are saying that the pilot managed to steer the jet away from the residential areas, ensuring minimal damage by crashing it in an open space.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is all set for the 8th edition of Pariksha Pe Charcha, an annual event when he engages with students, teachers and their parents. But this year, the event will be very different. It will be in a star-studded avatar. Take a look.
With board exams around the corner, the Prime Minister is all set to engage students, parents and teachers at the 8th edition of Pariksha Pe Charcha. But this year, the event will have a new avatar, bigger, better and star-studded. For the first time, Pariksha Pe Charcha will have 8 episodes, where students will hear from some of India's most celebrated personalities, Bollywood superstar, Olympians, YouTubers, spiritual leaders. Among the high-profile guests this year are Bollywood A-listers Deepika Padukone and Vikrant Massey, 6-time world boxing champion MC Mary Kom, Paralympian Avni Lekhara, and renowned spiritual leader Sadhguru. In addition to these star speakers, top-performing students will also join the discussion, along with participants from previous editions who will share how Pariksha Pe Charcha helped them navigate their academic journey. The program, which allows students to interact directly with the Prime Minister, has seen a record-breaking response this year. With over 5 crore registrations, an unprecedented milestone, 36 students have been selected to participate in the special session. With Malvika Murli, Vishnu Shom for NDTV.
Now to a historic river rafting expedition on the mighty Brahmaputra river. For the first time, a rafting expedition from the China border to the Bangladesh border on the Brahmaputra. Here's an exclusive sneak peek into the expedition.
Forward, forward, forward. Forward, fast, fast. Back maro, halka, halka bas, zyada nahi. Bas, itna back maro, halka aur back maro, halka bas. Bas, badhiya, badhiya, badhiya.
Daredevils of the National Institute of Mountaineering and Adventure Sports creating history. The first river rafting expedition on the entire course of Brahmaputra river, close to 1,000 kilometers. Starting in the higher reaches of the eastern Himalayas in Arunachal Pradesh near the China border to India's border with Bangladesh in Assam's Dhubri, the team has negotiated deadly rapids and tortuous channels in the river.
Forward, forward, guys, forward. Grip to denge, sab niche, edi dalo.
The expedition started from Geling in Arunachal Pradesh, where the river enters India from China, and is ending in Dhubri Hatsingimari, the stretch of the riverine border before the river flows into Bangladesh.
We were literally flipped over by the fast-moving rapids. Especially first 5 days were really very challenging. We were, in fact, we literally survived. And after that, when we entered Assam, the challenge was navigation, because suddenly we have entered into a territory which is 4 to 5 kilometers wide, and suddenly there is a water which is only 2 feet, suddenly there is a depth, and then you had to navigate it.
The team is documenting the entire course of the Brahmaputra and examining it for potential adventure tourism.
There is immense potential. If you see huge number of tourists, the adventure seekers, they come to Brahmaputra, particularly the upper side of Arunachal Pradesh, and they do rafting. And as a tourism ministry, Government of India, we are also promoting this. As you know, about December, there was a Adventure Tour Operator Association annual convention happened in Tawang, where Honorable Chief Minister has released a action plan of Arunachal for adventure tourism, and river rafting is one of the main concerns.
Clearly, this course will attract many adventure junkies. With Nakul Rabha in Guwahati, Ratndeep Chaudhary for NDTV.